How you doing? Welcome to This and That. I'm your host Xander, where we talk about this, that, and everything in between. And today we're going to be talking about this new card game that I've come across called Dating Assassins. This is a very nifty card game. As you can see, it's pretty small in size, but this is a very, very beautiful deck of cards. This is a limited edition set actually, because there are 300 of these in the making. And after those 300 are sold, the design is going to be slightly different. But this box says that this game is for 21 and up, but it is newly encouraged to be 18 and up. But it is still an adult game. In the box, when you get your Dating Assassin shipped to you, is going to be a thank you card for shopping and a promo code for 15% off of other purchases on the website. There are 150 cards in the deck. These are some very, very sturdy cards. They shuffle just like playing cards. But there are a lot of them, so I probably shuffle them in increments. So, like I say, you'll love this part. Now, with your Dating Assassins game, it has a very interesting concept to it. If you choose to play the game, you can play. If you choose not to play the game, you can either pass your turn during the game. If you started playing the game and now you want to sit out a round or two, you can choose not to ask a question. If you have not grown the confidence to be involved in the game, if the game has just taken off, there are 150 questions, so this could go for as large as a 15-person group where everybody has 10 questions, or if you're doing smaller, more intimate groups, there are a lot of questions here, and these are some really serious, really personal questions. So take a look here. One of the questions you have is, have you ever been homeless? Now, for some people, that's not a hard-hitting question. But for some people, it is something that they probably didn't want other people to know. So these are very, very personal questions. They have some that are very light, like, do you want to work for yourself? But there are some that are very, very personal questions. And the more personal the question, the less likelihood some people might feel comfortable with answering the question. But you have the opportunity to delay your response to the question and then explain why you hesitated to answer the question. But after a brief period of time, if you do not answer the question or explain why you were uncomfortable with answering the question, then you essentially lose the game, which causes you to be assassinated in the game. Now, because these games are adult questions, I recommend that you not play this with your kids, even if your kids are adults, because the answer to these questions you may not want to know. But you definitely want to play this with your family. This is something that you can use on the first few dates. You can get it now, even if you've been with your partner for a very long period of time. I can assure you that there are a lot of questions out of these 150 questions that you have never thought to ask your partner, and this is a very, very good way to get to know your partner and really your friends, depending on the questions that they're willing to answer. I could put a spin to the game and say, hey, house rules, if you don't answer the question, you take a shot. It kind of works. But the card game by itself is a fantastic card game to get. I encourage everybody to grab themselves a deck. Since there are about 300 of them available right now, I really encourage you guys to get this deck as quickly as possible, because the next deck is going to have a different design, and I want you guys to get the limited edition version. So we have some links below that will give you guys details on where to buy it, and we will be doing a follow-up video on playing the game on our live podcast that typically airs 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 5 Pacific, and we will also be doing a follow-up review on how the cards hold up. But they look pretty sturdy, so keep your eyes out for that as well. But I am really giving this a 5-star. The delivery was pretty fast. The affordability of the deck is very cheap. I actually encourage you to really go straight over there and go and buy you a deck right now. With that being said, I'm your host Xander with This, That, and Everything in Between, and make sure that you grab yourselves a deck of Dating Assassin cards.